very much indeed. It's a pleasure to serve under your chairmanship. I'm here to thank the Minister. Before I do, I think on the island we're fortunate for many reasons, but one of them is that we still have, by rural standards, a very healthy set of bus routes. So even in my little hamlet, in the back of the Wight, in the West Wight, where we're served by the number 12 bus, I think, if memory serves me, we have eight services out from Newport per working day and 7 going back in the other direction. And the last time I used the bus, and indeed our wonderful £2 bus fare, which I'll come to shortly, was the week before last. We needed to get to Carisbrooke Castle for the wonderful Walk the Wight in aid of the Isle of Wight Hospice. I think being a minister is very often a thankless task, but it is so nice to have a minister that goes the extra mile, both for colleagues on this side of the House, but I very strongly suspect for members of Parliament on all sides of the House. And I want to thank him for helping us get the electric bus bid for the Isle of Wight over the line, because I know that we had to push quite hard to get it. And I'm delighted, following a few conversations with my honourable friend, should clearly be right honourable, my honourable friend, that we were able to get that over the line, and I'm hugely grateful that he was able to support the excellent bid that came from Southern Vectis and Richard Tilsley. And indeed, it's a great little company we have there, and our bus drivers on the island always seem to be incredibly friendly and a decent bunch, and it's always lovely to see them, and I want to thank them, frankly, for running such a friendly but also reliable service. Thanks to the funding that we're getting from the Minister, we've already started testing electric buses on the island, and we will soon have zero-emission buses covering Route 1 from Newport to Cowes, Route 5 from Newport to East Cowes, and Route 9 from Newport to Ryde. So that's going to mean lower emissions, clearly, and better air quality for island towns, Newport, Ryde, Cowes, East Cowes. He will also know, because again we've talked about it on quite a few occasions, that how popular the £2 bus fare is. Undoubtedly has got thousands of more people, and this comes from Southern Vectis, from Richard, has got thousands more people using the bus network on the Isle of Wight per month. It was going to be a temporary scheme. I know that I wasn't the only Member of Parliament lobbying the Minister, but many of us were lobbying the Minister, as I'm sure our excellent friend from Stoke-on-Trent North, and thank him for organising this great debate, and also from Stoke-on-Trent South. I'm sure that they were likewise lobbying him. I am absolutely delighted that we've been able to extend that scheme, because for me, especially for young people on the island, it is really important to help youngsters get around. The pensioners get the free buses, we know about that. But if you're on a minimum wage, or if you're a young person starting out, you're on your first job, you don't have a lot of money, taxis on the island are really expensive, and actually to have a vibrant bus network that we do, but having a £2 max fare in one direction, £4 there and back, it makes a big difference.
So he's talking eloquently about the £2 bus fare, and I utterly endorse that. It is probably one of the most simple but actually persuasive ways of getting people back on the buses. But the most important thing for me, and certainly in my experience in my constituency, but up and down the country where it has been brought in, is that the impact it has on low income is just off the charts. And the ability in tough times, which clearly we've been living through for the last few years, the ability to get to work for a really understandable and a really appreciable figure that is by far discounted on what it was previously is genuinely the game changer.
I think the Minister of his intervention, and I think the last time I had a school visit through Parliament, some of the kids said, why should we vote Conservative? And I mean, I could talk about the amazing apprenticeship schemes. First thing that came to my head is a £2 bus fare. If you live in Wales, if you live in Labour-controlled London, they're going up. But if you're in Conservative areas, for the most part, you've got this fantastic scheme which helps young people get around. So in conclusion, I want to thank the Minister for finding the money to make sure that the Isle of Wight was included in his electric bus scheme. It's going to make a big difference, help drive down emissions, help improve air quality on the island, but also for the £2 bus fare, which has made such a difference and is getting people back on the buses, not least myself. Thank you.
So